first part of this morning, we got you to describe how you would like other people to assess you, what you would like them to say. When you're in a meeting or you're in a presentation, when do people start making their own assessment of you? Instantaneously, isn't it? And that's the work we're going to look at next. This is the work of Joseph Forgas, who found that basically you have 2 minutes in which to make a positive or a negative first impression. And the clock starts ticking the moment somebody sets eyes on you. So what that person is doing is they are formulating their own words to describe you. So the first thing you need to know is you need to be ready for these first impressions. Say, for example, it's an internal meeting, but there's maybe some people from another area and you're just sat here thinking, oh, when will it start? Other people, when they're coming into the room, will be looking at you going, well, they don't look very interested, and will start formulating an opinion of you. What Joseph Forgas also found is that it's subconsciously validated. Now that's a nice psychological term. Let me put it in plain English. When people meet somebody for the first time, they will automatically, without realizing it, form a judgment on them. And they do it every time they meet somebody new. The stereotyping that we use helps us quickly process a lot of information. So what we know from Joseph Forgas is we've got 2 minutes to make a good impression, and every time we meet somebody, they will be assessing us. If you make a bad first impression, it's very lasting. Now, can I just shake your hand for a moment? Hi. Can I just keep holding your hand for a moment? Is that okay? I love it! Do you know?
Why is it always, hey honey, why is it always the young guys you do this with?
I've got to grab my opportunity when I can. I want you to understand why handshakes are so powerful. The hands are public space, so it's okay for you to touch the hand of another human being. And when you are touching that person, you are making a physical connection with them, and that builds rapport with them. You're suddenly realizing you're talking to a human being, not a CFO. Not somebody up here, but somebody here on your par. The other thing when you're shaking their hand is it opens up everybody's body language. It's easier to get the eye contact, and it's easier to get that smile. So we've done our first impressions. Now we're in the communicating the information heavy content. This is where you're talking about more the details of what Portland can do. And as you can see, nearly half the message is your words. So what do you need to think about with the words? What do you need to do to get the words right?
Rehearse.
Practice and rehearse, lovely. What else?
Give them the audience accurately.
Absolutely, speak their language. And one of the most common things that I find that we are saying at the moment is speak plain English. People use fancy words, they use long sentences, and the message just gets lost. So the key thing with the words is speak the language of your audience, and less is more. In terms of people believing what you are saying, you still need to consider what you are doing visually and what you are doing vocally. So visually, what do you think you need to be doing when you're talking about the detail of your presentation? What do you need to be doing visually?
Eye contact.
Yes, so you still need to be making eye contact. Yes, avoid the distractors of, who are the leg jiggerers of the room? Can you put your Just watch, leg jigging is really annoying from a body language point of view. It's saying get on with it. Might not be the message you're trying to give to your client. But watch out for the pen tapping. You still need to stay with open body language. Okay, it's really important that your body language is open. We talked about with the first impression that you should be smiling. But when you are delivering something that is very important, that you want somebody to think about, you must lose the smile. Now, for some of you, that's really easy because you were struggling making the smile with the first impressions. But with a few of you in the room who've just got this great beaming smile, you have to work at this bit. Yeah, so people take you seriously. And it's that transition that can really make people go, ooh, that's a good point. Because you've straightened your face out. Vocal, so how we say these words will have still a big impact on how people believe us. What do we need to consider in how we are saying the words? Yes, volume. Everybody in the room must be able to hear you. Because if they can't, they'll be polite for the first 2 minutes and then switch off. Tone, speed. Think about the complex issues you communicate to clients. They need time to process that information so that they understand you. The other thing that you can do to help them process is to pause. So if you use pauses, it means you deliver a strong sentence, give the audience a chance to catch up, and then deliver another strong sentence. That way, the audience is more likely to buy what you are recommending.